Did you know that India lays claim to at least 9 gold medals in Olympic history? Pan Singh Tomar was the centerpiece at the South Asian International Film Festival this year, and it paid tribute to all the medalists who shared the highest glory and honor, but died penniless and uncelebrated. Irfan Khan stars as an army man who has a thing for running, but he only gets famous when he turns rebel. The screening and Q&A afterwards was sponsored by Star TV. As the curtain goes down on one film festival, the lights come on at another. Noise or Shore is the curtain raiser for the Mahindra Indo-American Arts Council Film Festival, kicking off November 10th.
It's our 10th year. We open with a gritty newcomer, Shore, Raj Nidimoru and DK Krishna. It's a story about an Indian American like us going to India to set up a business and then facing the realities of India. We close with our old friend Deepa Mehta's brother, Dilip Mehta, who's got a fun thriller, that very upbeat Cooking with Stella.
I guess what I was hoping for was a cooking guru.
I said, no, do I lose my job?
Yes!
Centerpiece, Bengali, Hindi, English film, very Indian, where everyone speaks in whatever language comes out of there. So that's Rituparna Ghosh and Deepthi Naval. And then we've got, so many other things happening, exciting things. We've got Japanese Wife, we've got Ashes.
But you got to do what you want to do in order to get what you want to get. That's it.
Well, what are you trying to get that this is going to give back to you?
I got to look out for me and my brother.
Another very exciting thing is we've got Ravana, the Tamil version, which is not Ravan, the Hindi one, which I don't know how well that did, but this one we've got Mani Ratnam and A.R. Rahman coming for it to actually celebrate this that evening on Saturday evening.
And your festival has been responsible for bringing New York audiences gems like Slumdog Millionaire. Is there a particular film or an angle this year that you think is really going to appeal to New York audiences?
Well, we've got New York filmmakers. Quite a few New York filmmakers, in fact, who are involved. One of them is Ajay Naidu from Ashes, and that's a New York film. It's set in New York with two brothers and very different brothers.
You're gonna stop checking up on me, huh?
Dr. Clancy told me I have to do this every day.
I'm bipolar, manic depressive schizoid disorder, not retarded. I know how to take my meds.
Bollywood is wonderful as far as escapism is concerned, but the indie films tell people about the reality of what is everyday India and about the diaspora going to India and all those different elements, and they learn that from our festival.
Some big stars are celebrating big birthdays this week. On November 2nd, the Bollywood icon Shah Rukh Khan turned 45. The same day, actress Isha Deol celebrated her 29th. Also on the 2nd, composer Anu Malik rang in his 50th. On the 4th, talented actress Tabu turned 40. And which Southern superstar won his first national award when he was just 4 years old? He's got a long history in showbiz. He's been an actor, dancer, writer, singer, producer, and director. We're talking about none other than Kamal Haasan, who celebrates his 56th on November 7th. Happy birthday to the stars and our star viewers. Biri Jalaile from Omkara, Mehboob Mere from Fizza. If it's a sexy item number, chances are she sung it. Sunidhi Chauhan lit up the stage last Saturday night at the Trump Taj Arena in Atlantic City, and we didn't miss a beat.
Hi, this is Sunidhi Chauhan, AVS. Welcome to Atlantic City. We are at the Trump Taj Mahal, and this arena is beautiful, and I love the green rooms here. So it won't take long, but yeah, I'm having a good time here. Okay guys, going on stage now. I'm really excited. Can't wait to entertain in Atlantic City. Anyway, see you later. Bye.
phenomenal. I have never heard any entertainer like this in my life before.
When she comes on stage, it is electrifying.
An excellent singer, and she took the whole show all the way.
Hi, this is Chang here, and I'm in the green room backstage after the show is over, the Sunidhi Chauhan live in concert. And as usual, I mean, we've been traveling to a lot of cities across North America and Canada. And tonight at Atlantic City, it was another fantastic concert. The highlight of tonight was Sunidhi Chauhan herself, because she is a powerhouse. And those who were here at this concert, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the entire team.
Wow, we had a great show just now. The audience was great. I sang soft numbers, fast-paced songs. They danced on it. They sang along. I am very tired, but you know, there is a lot of energy still in me. I mean, I can perform again. It was so much fun. So thank you for being with me, and see you next time.
The first act was, believe me, it was rocking. It was simply awesome, you know. And we are in the second act, and I'm sure it's going to be very, very rocking affair also.
It was a great show. It was a Diwali event. Everybody celebrated Diwali with us. And as you know, Sunidhi Chauhan rocked the stage. Everyone enjoyed, and we all had fun.
Singing sensation Sunidhi Chauhan performed live on stage at the Trump Taj Mahal in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Next, the other big release this Diwali, Action Replay stars Akshay Kumar and Aishwarya Rai Bachchan in a kooky comedy about love in the past. Nisha takes us behind the scenes.
It's tough enough making a film that takes place in the here and now. So imagine all the hard work that went into recreating the 70s in Action Replay. Here's a special behind-the-scenes look.
I have adapted 2 plays before this. First was Aankhein, which was based on my first play. And then I made Waqt, which was based on a play done by Atish Kapadia. This was my second play, and it was called Action Replay. It was done in 1994. And this is far more cinematic as a subject vis-a-vis Waqt or Aankhein.
Now, Action Replay, when the name Action Replay comes, it doesn't mean that it has action. Action Replay is basically rewinding your life from where you are and going behind, and correcting the mistakes and hoping for a best future.
Action Replay is just a fun journey, and that was one of the main reasons why I was really, really happy to join on this trip with Vipul and Akshay and the entire team.
It's not Cannes or Berlin. Doha is just a small town in the heart of the Middle East, and film festivals certainly aren't the norm. But this is year 2 of the Doha Tribeca Film Festival. It's a joint venture between the Doha Film Institute and Robert De Niro's Tribeca Film Festival in New York. Arnina Rote was there covering important films such as Mural starring Frida Pinto. The red carpet was just buzzing with stars, including Tribeca frontman Robert De Niro. Also enjoying the spotlight was Frida Pinto. The 26-year-old actress was a stunner as she appeared in green Dior and all smiles. The former Slumdog Millionaire co-star is the lead in Julian Schnabel's film about the many generations of Palestinian women and their fight to survive.
I've been given this amazing chance, actually, and a platform to make a difference. So I feel my number one priority was to not stereotype anymore. It's been happening for a very long time. Sometimes still happens, and I feel by being able to take up something as removed as from what we would think is the Indian mindset to play a Palestinian, completely different, would help set that up. Just kind of set the momentum for what the future is to hold for a lot of Indian actors as well.
22%. Why can't it be one country for everybody, where we all have the same rights? Real democracy, like in New York City.
2 states, 1 state, I don't care. I want to live. I want a future for our children.
You play the role of Miral's father in Julian Schnabel's film.
Yes.
And I'm wondering how you decided to take that role.
When I first picked up the script, I kind of was, Julian is one of those directors who, has you at hello. And so there was a kind of, almost didn't need to read a script for his movie, but I did read the script, and when I read it, I really loved the fact that it was a film about something that I hadn't done a film about, and I was kind of amazed that I hadn't done a film about Palestine.
Don't worry, Baba. I'll be back soon.
Mira, there is some misunderstanding. Please, you cannot take her. She is a school child.
I think the book was written like a film in the first place. There were vignettes, stories of girls, stories of people, and cumulatively these little stories made the big history of that country.
I have seen this before. Our family was destroyed by this. If you have a problem, just remember you're 17, you're an Israeli citizen. What are you doing here?
Do you understand who he is? He's a patriot.
After September 11, if you would have said that you're a Palestinian Arab Muslim woman, everybody would have attacked you. If you would have shown the other side of the story, which is how Palestinians suffer under military occupation. So I decided, you know what, it's easier to call it as a novel. And for me, I can take some distance from it. Then I met Julian Schnabel in 2007, and we started writing it, and he said the same thing that you said. He said, obviously this happened to you. Obviously this is your life. It's time to bring it up to the people, and it will teach them more if you will say that it's your story.
After everything your father did for you, why do you want to hurt him?
Don't mention my father.
Ram Gopal Verma's amazingly violent Rak Charitra has already been declared a hit in India. The story of South Indian politician Paritala Ravi now screens at Doha. The film has seen its share of controversy back home. Nina caught up with the man himself to get some clarifications.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy because, the media says it's probably one of the most violent films ever made. But that's primarily because it deals with a certain man called Paritala Ravi who was killed in 2005. Who was supposedly the most fearsome man ever existed at that time, And he hails from a region called Anantapur, which is very, very popular for its violence. So I think to try to depict the truth behind the man and the causes for how he came about to be there. So obviously the film has to have a fair dose of that violence to be able to truthfully represent it.
बाप मेरा
हक की लड़ाई लड़ेंगे।
भाई मेरा
हर पल खून बहेगा यहाँ।
माँ मेरी बदला भी मेरा होगा।
How do you feel about presenting it here at Doha TFF?
Yeah, I think it's interesting because for people who never heard of a man like Paritala Ravi, the fact that he existed as late as just about 4 years back, where the world has gone so much in advance and still there are parts of the world where something like this can happen, I think can be a very shocking revelation. That's the reason I wanted to feature this festival.